My boyfriend faked a proposal, so I broke up with him. I 24F have been dating my boyfriend Andrew 26M for 5 years now. We've had a healthy and stable relationship up until today. Andrew has always been a prankster and make jokes with me all the time, and I do it to him too, but today he took it way too far. In the morning, he woke me up at 7 a.m. and told me to wake up because he wanted to take me to the spa. I was pretty surprised cause it wasn't a special day or anything, but I was all in for it. At the spa, he told me how he wanted to go to a fancy restaurant after we were done at the spa, and that he was paying. Of course I agreed, as we hadn't been out together in a long time. We then got to the restaurant. We had a beautiful and romantic dinner and just a nice time in general. We were talking about a house we were planning to move into and chit-chatted about other stuff too. After around 40 minutes, Andrew stood up and got on his knees and took out a box out of his pocket. My heart stopped beating. I hadn't even predicted this. We have never talked about proposal before, but I also thought it was a great time now. He did a speech about how I was the most beautiful girl in the world and how he wanted to live with me forever, and ended with,
"Will you marry me, my princess?"
Of course, I said yes. Seconds later, all that excitement turned into horror. He opened the small box. I expected a ring in it, and in it instead was a note saying,
"You've been pranked."
And Andrew started laughing hysterically. He continued with,
"Baby, this was just a prank. I'm not ready at all to marry you yet."
He was leaning in to hug me, but I gave him the biggest slap ever with tears streaming down my face. I just told him, "We're over, you freaking scumbag." I am now sitting in my bed, crying and writing this. I don't know what to do. He's been texting and calling me, but I haven't responded because I feel so sad, betrayed, and mostly angry. I thought this was going to be one of the best days of my life. What should I do?
My boyfriend's family gave away my vacation that I paid for without me knowing. My boyfriend of 5 years and his family plus myself were set to go on a cruise. He helped book the tickets, flight, etc., and I paid them back, almost $1,000. Well, come weeks before said vacation, he and I break up. We share a lease until a few months after, so I stay. Things were neutral for a while, and we still care for one another, go out to eat, etc., but a week before, we get in a fight and I leave to go home because they blow up on me, and I was feeling uneasy. Home is several states away. I spend some time with family, 6 days, get ready for the vacation and decompress. He stays in contact with me during this time, asking me to come back and whatnot. We exchange amicable texts and a few calls, but I never slept. I am coming home to be with them again or give it another go. 2 days before the cruise, I come back to our apartment, and he asks why. I said, for my vacation I paid for. He explains while I was gone, they gave away my tickets 2 days prior. I'm upset, but he says they can't just change it again, since it's too late. His family tells me it's my fault for being melodramatic and that I moved away and should have told them I was coming back. I argued I wasn't aware they were involved in our fight. They tell me this is the consequences of my actions, and I learned a lesson. They gave the ticket to a younger cousin 18M and canceled my flight. I calm down and ask when I will be getting my money back. His family says there's no money to give back as the trip was non-refundable about a month ago. They said, sorry, but again tell me, I should have been the adult and contacted them. I'm conflicted. Boyfriend and I talked, but I am still jaded about my trip. He and family still go. He tried to cancel that first, but I urged them to go anyway, so they don't also lose the money. I just want my money someone else is using to go on vacation with. I want to take the family to small claims court, particularly the person managing the cruise tickets who changed mine without my consent. I don't know if I have a case though. I feel dumb and hurt. My family keeps telling me I'm being used and am too nice. That's why they push over me. They also want me to move back permanently, since this shows how much they don't care for me, as none of them contacted to check up on me before making that decision. I don't know. Can someone help me?